turn that button on. Turn that button on. It's my show. I can go live early. I can sing. 76 trombones led the big parade. 110 cornets right behind. Ba-da-ba-bum-bum-bum. Ba-dum-ba-dum-ba-dum. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-dum-da-dum. Dozy-dotes and goatsy-dotes and little Amsy Ivy. A diddly-daddly-do, wouldn't you? More than you'll ever know, my love to you. Dum da da la 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 la. More than you'll ever know, my dear. No one else could love you more. I give to you and you give to me. True love, true love. It's 10 o'clock. It's time to start this show. Get this old girl running. There we go. It's the show. It's the show of shows in the night of nights. All right. Hi. I got all riled up. I started singing, so I figured just turn the button on. Let me go live and let me at 'em. Let me sing. I want to sing. So what prompted all that, Peter? Well, you kind of would be surprised. Why do I look so low? I look like I'm slumped down in my chair. Jeez. Didn't I eat my vitamins? My vitamin? No. I was going to fix that. Cut that crap out. Go back to that. There we go. Okay. Well, there you go. Now you're talking. All right. It's Friday night. It's 10 o'clock, and we are ready to go. Amazing. Wait, no, I need my reverb. Amazing grace. Well, we have to have grace before Scott's dinner. Amazing grace, how sweet thy sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I found. I was blind, but now I see. Okay, concert's over. Let's get on. We got a little show to do right here. Okay, we got a show. Okay. All right, so did I turn on... we'll wing it tonight. Okay, I didn't turn on any of the safety... Welcome, it's Friday night. I didn't even say welcome. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to put this in here. I'm going to show you what sparked me to go singing. Okay? I got a copyright strike. Oh my God. I was rehearsing a song and I was doing a very, very poor job. Just between you and me. Did I turn the reverb off? Yes. All right. So just between you and me and the little silly tree, okay? I couldn't think of anything else to rhyme. Cut me a little slack, okay? I was singing and practicing, and I just recorded it. I'm in my T-shirt, what I'm wearing underneath here, which I'm not going to show you. Jeez, what do you guys think I am? So I actually I recorded a little bit of it, and I put it up. This is 3-4 years ago. Not 2-3 weeks, not 2-3 months, not a year, 3 or 4 years ago, and I got a copyright strike for me practicing in my T-shirt today. So I was rehearsing a song called More. More than you'll ever know, my dear. But I don't even know the words, that's how long it's been. Okay, so here, I'll put the link in. I'm typing. Shh. Don't interrupt while I'm typing, please. Return. Ding. Okay, so There is me. Do not repost that, okay? It's embarrassing. It's humiliating. I am not even singing good, okay? I'm not singing good, and but I'm rehearsing, and I sang that song maybe a week or two later, and that's what it looked like. So today, in my email, I get from YouTube, you have a copyright infringement on this song, and I'm going like, whoa. What song did I do? Maybe it was something I sang last week. And no, it was for More, the song More. More than your heart will ever know. Well, you could go to that link, okay? You could go to that link and you could listen to it, and then I'm going to, privatize it or something. I mean, there's 3 freaking views, but I got a copyright infringement. What do they want? $1 a view? $2 a view? $10 a view? How ridiculous of you, YouTube. Okay, so I got that out of my system. So let's start saying hello, hello. Did I turn the reverb off? Yes, I did. Is this mic aiming at me? There's somewhere else. So, Scotty, Bo Scotty, banana, nana, Bo Scotty, fee, fi, fo, faddy, Scotty. Says tonight's meal will be Norm's legendary chicken barbecue sandwiches. That's the chicken that was great. The chicken enjoyed it, not so much. Jim's sweet corn on the cob. Jim, you make sweet corn on the cob? Mabel's coleslaw, or coleslaw is more like it because she can't cook worth crap. Peter's Greek bake. Stop. I don't cook things, Scott. Get it in your head and remember from week to week. If it's got a lot of carbohydrates, I'm not cooking it. So you guys are not getting the baked beans. So what would I make instead of baked beans? Chicken. Lollipop drumsticks. You got to look that up. It's really, really, really good. Simon's Canadian bacon. Woo! Sly's cheesecake. Sly couldn't find the cheesecake. She's bringing cherry pie. So, you're not staying with it, Scott. You got to write these things down. Sly is known for her cherry pie, okay? And Randall's coffee. Well, you got the right one for Randy. Randy and that mocha frada, whatever they call it, coffee, iced coffee. And Randy, they go together like this, okay? Honest to God, they're 2 peas in a pod. So Randy, you got right. Sly, you got right. He's up in Canada. Peter's Greek baked beans. No. Greek tzatziki sauce. We're going to put that on the barbecue beef. There you go. Do you know what tzatziki sauce is, Scotty? Tzatziki sauce is that white sauce that goes in when they make gyros. Okay? That white sauce that they put on top, that's called tzatziki sauce. I didn't name it. Don't get on my case. Take me to court, but you'll have to get in line first, okay? So, believe it or not, tzatziki sauce is low carb. I never knew that. So now I'm starting to make it. I'm making it. Make it, baby. Make it. So Scotty's got our menu. Thank God to Scotty. You know what I didn't do? Dear Lord Jesus, I didn't comb my hair. Comb that hair. Boom, boom. We are combing the hair. So everybody in a party mode. You're in a camera mode. What kind of a mood are you all in tonight? Well, I know Woody is in a camera mood. Woody, you have any other moods other than camera? Scotty likes to cook and eat and cook and eat. Jim just is the friendliest guy you're ever going to meet. Hey, I rhymed something. Good evening, Peter, and hello to everybody. Oh, Scotty flies. That's what Scotty does. He travels and flies, and he's going to eventually get a Tesla. I'm predicting it. Let's see. I'm looking into space, and I can see that Jim Monday will someday have a Tesla day. How's that, Jim? Good? All right. Here's Louis. Louis, baby. How you doing, big guy? Hi, Peter and family. I love you, Louis. Yes, I do. I'm a little uppity tonight. I took a nice nap. I got me some water. You think it's water, right? I'm fooling you, right? It's water. Too bad, right? At least it's still a little bit cold. So Louis is here. I spoke with Louis on the phone. He sounds so sexy. Hi, Peter. How are you, Peter? Yes, I'm out. Oh, Mr. Sexy on the phone with me. I can't believe he needs to be a radio announcer like at midnight. And Lewis will come and talk into your ear, all sexy and get paid the big bucks. Right, Lewis? And here's Woody. Hello, Peter and everybody. How are you doing? How's the grandkids? How's your daughter? How's everybody? I don't know if you got any dogs or not. So hi to Woody. Woody, Bo Woody, Banana Nana, Fo Footy, Fee Fi, Fo Footy. You have to make sure I don't say any bad words. Woody. Okay, hello, Peter. And Scotty, the S-52 bomber. The S-52 bomber looking much improved. I've been squeezing it, and the guy, the poor thing, it hates to see me coming. Where are you going to touch me next, Peter? Oh, no, please, no. And then it died. No, it didn't. It's fine. It's right there, and it's fine. Where are you? You're right there. Okay. So I have Roy's suggestion where I can talk a little bit, unless I get too close to my face. That camera, well, this one is solid as a rock. It's like solid as bullets. Okay, so Lewis says, thank you for all the birthday wishes. I had a wonderful birthday. I visited my grandma at the hospital and ate pizza. It was so lovely. How lovely was it? Well, I guess the pizza was good. How is your grandmother? What song can I sing for her? What song can I sing for your grandma? She probably knows only Latin songs, and I don't know any Latin songs. We could try that one. Mama, Grandma, your little boy is growing. Oh, Grandma, Lewis's grandma, I can see you smiling in your bed. Oh, Grandma, I love you, dear Grandma. I hope you feel better each day. Better for you, Abuela. Better for you, Grandma. Lewis's grandma. We all love you. Easy there, Lewis. I couldn't think of any other song to sing. Okay, so Lewis said thank you for the birthday wishes. Last week was his birthday. So I actually had a special show just to say happy birthday to Lou. Louie. He doesn't like when I do that. Whoa, we gotta go. He doesn't like when I do that. Bop. Jim Monday says, there's the birthday guy. Happy birthday week, Louis Lazuka. And here's the guy bringing the chicken tonight. Merry Christmas, Peter. Merry Christmas, Peter. Happy New Year. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Bald-Headed Day. This is Bald-Headed Day. For you, Norm, we love you. We love you even without your hair. You probably looked a lot better with a little hair up there. Now you don't have any hair up there. You got hair other places, but not there, okay? So, but we love you, and we know the chicken was good. We know the kids were there. We know the kids had a good time. So all is good, all is well. Very, very, very well. It's a deep subject. Okay. So Lewis is saying thank you. Thank you very much. Is there a thank you song? Honestly. There's a happy birthday song. There's a happy anniversary song. But how about a thank you song? Maybe I need to write one. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for everything that you do. Everything that you do. I say thank you so much. Thank you so much for everything that you do. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for all that you do for me. I say thank you from me to you. Ba-rump, bump. So there, Lewis. Not very good, was it? But I tried. At least I tried. So Norm says, Merry Christmas, Peter. Good evening, Greggies around the world. It's CNE time in Toronto, and people are eating pickle and peanut butter ice cream. The chicken pickle and peanut butter ice cream? Seriously? Let me think about that. Well, I like pickle juice on my chicken, on my hamburgers. You open the jar of pickles, you get like a teaspoon, and you just sprinkle the pickle. It reminds me of Chick-fil-A. They started this pickle thing. We're going to give you a sandwich with a chicken in there, and we're going to put 2 pickles on top. And the world took to it like running water. I don't know where that comes from. So peanut butter, ice cream, the chickens are thrilled to be off the menu. Ooh, Norm's got a new one. Wait, I got to put that back up. Put it back up. Merry Christmas, Peter. Hello. Good evening, Greggies around the world. It's the Anytime Central Nanu time in Toronto, and people are eating pickle and peanut butter ice cream. The chickens are thrilled to be off the menu and on my plate. Yes, sirree. That was not bad, Norm. You're doing good. You're doing good. Very good, Norm. Got to hand it to him. Scotty says, I won't eat a gyro without the cucumber sauce. Discovered that 33 years ago, and it's essential. You want to make that quick? You really want to make it quick and delicious? Get a stick of butter. Real butter. No in-between crap. Get a block of ice cream. You know how they come, the block of ice cream. Put it in a pan and melt it all down. Get you a whisk. Like whiskey, but forget the key. Just whisk, okay? Whisk it up. It'll become like a cream. Then get some garlic powder. And I like to put a lot in because I like the garlic powder. Then chop you up a cucumber. And, well, actually don't. I don't chop it anymore. I actually just peel it, and then I put it on the shredder, and I shred it all up. Then I squeeze the juicy juice out of it, and I dump it in the butter and the cream cheese, and oh my God, it is so freaking good. It's like the heck with tzatziki sauce. This Peter Greg's Christmas Room sauce beats and it's Greek, so it's authentic because I designed it. And it's absolutely fantastic. It's fast to make. You make it in less than 5 minutes. But you got to have butter, you got to have cream cheese, and you got to have a cucumber. You got a cucumber laying around? Everybody's got a cucumber laying around. But peel it because you don't want the green skin is a little bitter, okay? Good for you, Scotty. So he won't eat a gyro without the cucumber sauce. Tzatziki sauce. Okay, happy birthday, Louis, says Norm. Norm says, Louis, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Louis, last week from Norm, our good buddy with the chicken dinners on Friday night. Oh, okay, that's enough, Peter. I was going to do another round, but everybody told me to shut up. So Woody said, I had a good mood the other day. I rode in Luke's BMW convertible the other day to the Gulf driving range. Good boy, Luke. How does Luke drive? Is he good? Or is he a teenager? And he drives like the wind. Such a handsome young man. He sent me, Woody sent me a picture, and it was all cleaned up. The face looks good. I sent him a bottle of stuff to put on his face, but the kid won't put it on. What can you do? You can lead a horse to drink. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. What can I tell you? You tell Luke, good old Lukey, to call me so I could tell him what to do with that bottle. So good for you. You had a good mood the other day. You got to ride with Luke. Did you guys bond a little bit? Was it just the two of you? There's something about a grandfather and a grandson when they get together. Wow, it's magic. It's fantastic because the kid knows you have no agenda for him. All you've done is taken care of him all his life. And you've never been like his mother and dad. No, you can't go to this party. No, you can't eat that. No, you can't smoke a cigarette. No, you can't have a beer. But the grandparents are not like that. They're magical. You want to try a beer? Come over here. You do it right here in front of me at the kitchen table. Don't you be going out behind the barn and drink some beer with your friends. You drink it right here in front of me so I know you can handle it. And you want more than one? You can have more than one. Just we're going to do it together. And that's why grandpas and grandsons are awesome. So Norm, I read his. Louis, so lovely to talk to you. Thank you for singing and wishing me a happy birthday. Peter and Norm. There we go. Scotty, for what it's worth, I drive a rusty, crusty 2004 Chevy Colorado. Whoa! People try to give me change when I drive that. You drive down and it's like, pa-ching, just keep a cup outside the, whatchamacallit, outside the window. Just drive with a cup. By the time you get home, you can have enough for, a Chick-fil-A and one of their peach shakes. I bet you the season's over for that. Well, Norm, I knew you were waiting to do this because that's why you did CNE, because you knew I was going to ask, do I look that dumb? So you had a chance to say CNE equals Canada National Exhibition. It's like a state fair on steroids. Do they have desserts and pie and ice cream and caramel or other kinds of popcorn? I'm coming. I'm in. No, I'm coming. That's it. Is it safe to go to Canada with that guy that looks like a little boy that's sitting? You don't call it a White House up there. So the little boy needs a boot in the butt. Yeah, I like the way I did that. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Jim. Jingle all the ways. Scotty says, neighbor just gave me a half a bushel of cukes. Whoa, you better try my recipe, buddy, because if you don't like it, I got more. There's other ways to make it. You could do something similar, no butter, with sour cream. Okay. That's the way I normally make it until I discovered the butter and the cream cheese. That knocks it out of the park. So you get like a plastic container and you make the whole batch and then you put it in the plastic container and you can eat it later. Okay. Now with the sour cream, Scotty, pay attention. Don't fall asleep over there. It won't get hard. Okay. With the cream cheese and butter, the butter is going to make it get hard. So it's going to be hard to scoop it out. Then you got to let it go for room temperature for a couple of hours. So if you want to make it so you could just dip in anytime, stick your finger in there. Oh, that'd be delicious. Make it with the sour cream. So you put the sour cream, the whole container, 24 ounces of sour cream. Don't be cheap and get the 16-ounce container of sour cream. Get the Daisy sour cream. Full fat. None of this light crap, okay? Nobody in this room should be eating light anything. It's not good for your health. They are taking the good stuff out and leaving the crap in. Like skim milk. Never, ever have skim milk. I can stop spitting on myself. Full fat milk. But what about my heart? You're going to give me a heart attack, Peter. Oh my God, get over it. Your doctors are wrong about fat. Okay? Fat does not make you have a heart attack. What makes you have a heart attack, believe it or not, is the vegetables. The vegetables have seeds in them. They are designed by nature to protect their children, the seeds. So in the skin, they've got all these poisons. Do you notice that lions never munch on a cucumber? Do you notice that horses don't eat things with seeds? Do you notice that the cows eat the grass? But the only mammal on the entire planet that can't understand what the hell to eat is the human being. All the other mammals know how much to eat. They know exactly what to eat. You go to a man or a woman, I'm going to have a salad. I'm going to be healthy. I'm going to make me a big salad. When's the last time you saw a lion sit down and eat a big salad? When's the last time you saw any other mammal eat a big salad? Only the humans. And we think we're eating healthy. I'm going to have me a big salad and green beans? Oh, baby. No. The vegetables are designed with poisons. Okay? I used to know the name of them. I don't remember. One starts with an L, one starts with an O. And those poisons make you sick. They make you inflamed. It inflames your arteries and inflames your heart. But you got people out there, I'm going to become a vegetarian so I can be healthier. The Bible said that God said to eat from any tree in the garden, but don't eat from that tree. God made us to be vegan. Bull hockey. That is not in the Bible. Well, it is. But that was when you're living in the Garden of Eden. Do you live in the Garden of Eden? Really? I want you to email me. Because man, Adam and Eve, were kicked out of the garden. They were kicked out, and they were told they're going to have to toil and sweat for the remainder of their days. And then God killed an animal and clothed Adam and Eve. What do you think happened with that animal? It got cooked. You think God just killed an animal and threw it away? Oh, that's right. We have a very wasteful God. And all the Levite priests, you had to bring a lamb to the Levite priest. A perfect lamb. He had to examine it and say, yeah, this lamb is perfect. Then they killed the lamb, and the sins of the man and the family went in the lamb. They roasted the lamb, and the best part, the breast meat, went to the priest. And we got the leftovers. Okay? So these people that go, oh, the Bible says we need to be vegetarians. Read my fingers. No, not that one. No, that one. That one. That's the one. Okay? That finger that you think I wouldn't, I'm not doing anything wrong. Read between the lines. So, all this stuff that we're going to eat healthy baloney. Look at what the lion eats. Look at what the coyotes eat. Well, they're not that high, okay? What about the tigers and the bears? Fish. Whoa. High in fats. But you know who's confused? This mammal. Oh, I'm going to eat all these fruits and vegetables and I'm going to be healthy. You know why? Because the television said so. And then we wonder why we're so sick. Okay, back to this. We do have a show going on here. This is not a health show. So Scotty has got cucumbers. We pronounce gyro as gyro. That's the Greek way. Nasupo kati linika. Sumiliso en linika. I'm going to talk to you in Greek. Amapas na nafas. Napas kipera na horasis en a gyro. Kanatovali to tziziki sos panos to gyro. Oh, ine poli kalo. Okay, that was Greek. Should we switch over to English? Go to the corner cart there, get yourself a gyro, tell them to put a little extra white sauce on it, and it is delicious. Mwah, mwah, mwah. That's the English version. The Greeks don't eat any better, so don't be looking at us, okay? Lewis says, so Peter, hypothetically. It sounds like a shot. You're going to shoot me in the butt with a hypothermic needle? No, don't even get near me with a needle. I'm scared of needles. Hypothetically, if I have birthday money, what do? You go buy a banana split. What is wrong with you, Lewis? Didn't I raise you better than that? Dang, you got birthday money, you go buy a birthday sundae. You spend a little extra, get the whole thing. The banana split. Okay? That'll do a body good. Not healthy for you, but boy, it's going to taste good going down. And the other way, when it comes out, maybe not so good. Okay? So what camera do you buy? I got just the camera for you. Honestly, no joking. I know I'm in a very hyper mood tonight. I did not have coffee. I have no clue other than a very nice long nap. It rained so hard, I went and laid down. I fell asleep, honest to God. It rained, and I looked out the window, and it just made me sleepy. I laid down in my bed. I must have had a 4-hour nap. I woke up like this. I am bouncing off the walls as if I'm on cocaine. Does cocaine make you bounce off the walls? Or coffee. I know that will make you bounce off the walls. Cuban coffee. Café con leche. Oh, all the sugar in that. Oh, my goodness, colada. Oh, the colada. In the little cup, you take a colada, you be flying and bouncing because it's all sugar with just a tiny bit of coffee. I didn't have coffee. I didn't have anything with caffeine in it. I have no idea why. I'm probably going to crash, okay? And I'm going to be telling you in a half hour or so, I can't keep my eyes open. But in the meantime, we're having a party. You want pretzels? Get some pretzels. I don't have a problem. I'm not going to eat the pretzels. I'll have me some ice cream, but the kind I make. You get the heavy cream, and you get 2 egg yolks for every pint. 2 egg yolks. Now, if you were Louis Lazuka, you're going to put some sugar in it. If you were Peter Gregg, you ain't putting no sugar in it. But you can put some monk fruit or truvia or stevia. Make it sweet. Ice cream needs to have a little bit of sweetness, okay? Then you stir it all up, and you got two ways. If you got an ice cream machine, at that point, you can put it in the ice cream machine for 30 minutes. Otherwise, you put the bowl in the freezer for 4 hours, and you got absolutely delicious ice cream. Now, you can also add a good tablespoon of Hershey's cocoa powder. Mwah! You know, you guys are getting me hungry. What is wrong with you people? I'm on a diet, and you're going to sit here and talk to me about food? I thought you guys loved me. What is wrong with you? Why you talk to me about food so much? Why I look like a little old man sitting in the corner of the screen? Let's fix that. How do I fix this? You go into Ecamm and you move the Peter around. There he is. All done. Okay. So, Peter, what camera do I buy? You take your little cute butt down to the something store, I don't know what you got up there, and you buy yourself an E10 with a kit lens. I have been walking around the house with that for 2 days. What? And Sly is the one that started me on it. She doesn't know what an E10 is, but she keeps bitching and moaning about how heavy the cameras are. Well, that E10 is so light, and that kit lens is so light, and you just do all your stabilization in this stupid, ridiculous free program from Sony. They need that. They need the shot. Who is the one? This Lewis. Give Sony a shot in the butt. Give them 2 shots. Catalyst browse. It takes quite a while, you know, and they don't do anything to improve that software. And yet it's their ace in the hole. That's the ironic part. They got something nobody else has, and it works with their cameras, okay? So you think they would pay a little bit of attention to that? Not at all. Oh, Louis, if you're on, not Louis Lazuka, Louis Vega. Oh, yeah, he's right here. Ha! Just talking about you, Louis. I need to find out, hypothetically, I think you got a Sony camera. I'd like to know if the Studio, whichever one that you've got, Apple Studio, will make the Catalyst browse work faster than, let's say, my little M1 that I got sitting here. So I got the M1, the cheapy weepy, the lowest, the $500, the $600 one, and it takes a good 20 to 30 minutes, you know, to stabilize maybe a 4-minute clip or a 3-minute clip, and they don't allow you to put it in a queue, so it'll go from one to the other. Meaning you can put all the files in, go to bed, wake up the next morning, your files are done. No, you have to do them one at a time. Okay, the Panasonic is in the wrong spot. Did I sit in the wrong place? Okay, that's better. I'm sorry. That was an inside information. So I know Lewis has a Studio, okay? I don't know if he's got the Studio Max or the Studio Ultra. Doesn't matter. Well, I won't buy the $4,000 one. I know that much. Okay, so whatever the $2,000 one is, maybe with a little more memory, and maybe with a upgrade from the 512 hard drive to, it's not a hard drive, it's an SSD, to the 1 terabyte, because there's a lot of shows out there that say that the 512 is actually a slower drive, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't matter. Okay, what matters to me is, am I going to see a difference in running Catalyst browse? So if you've got a Sony camera, and I know you do, okay, that's got the gyro information, and I know it does, okay, I'd like to know if that Studio, it packs more of a punch, because I walked around with the E10, backyard, front yard, bedroom, bathroom, oops, can't tell you that part, okay, and then I went to stabilize them. Does it do a good job? My God, it does an amazing job. Better than any camera you could buy without putting it on a gimbal. Okay, and the software is free. Sony just wants $150 a year to give you the one that can actually, where you can put all the files in there, go to bed, and it'll you know. So that means in 10 years you'll have spent $1,500 to stabilize your you know, clips. Now, for somebody that's heavily going to use that, that would be the nucleus of their system. I could see where you'd pay $150 for the year. But let's say you were Louis Lazuka or Peter Gregg. I'll suffer and I will do them one at a time, and it's free. Does it do a good job? Better than anything ever, 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 ever. Catalyst Browse, and it's for Windows and also for Mac. So anyway, I didn't say hi, Louis. Hi, Louis. Hi, Mr. Camera Junkie. He will be on tomorrow night, 10 o'clock. Aiden will be there directing the show for him. And tell Aiden I said hi. I love him. And this is Mr. Camera Junkie. That's who I'm talking about. All right. So hi. It's because he said hi to everybody. That includes me, right? All right. So Louis says, best birthday ever. Best birthday ever. Thank you for being there for me, Peter. I'm there for you. You know. Yep. The rabbits know what to eat. They're a mammal. They're not confused. The rabbits know what to eat. The camels know what to eat. Giraffes know what to eat. The raccoons know what to eat. The human being, they don't know what to eat. One's on a vegetarian diet. One's on a meat diet. One's on a seafood diet. One's on a, who knows? They create the Atkins diet. The mammal that's the biggest, the smartest one with the brains can't figure out what to eat. Then we got hospitals. Do you see hospitals for lions and tigers and bears? Oh my! No, you don't. Do you see hospitals for rabbits? No, you don't. You'll see hospitals called veterinarians for dogs because the human being will stick his two fingers. The dog was designed to eat meat. So let's give him stuff in a can and stuff in a bag and make it pretty and call it healthy. And then we have to take the dog to the vet. And then they get cancer. They get sick. My dog was getting sicker and sicker. Jingle bells. Okay? And then the doctor put him on this special canned food at $10 a can because it was healthy. Of course, he sold it. And finally, I got in with the in crowd, is the old song. I'm in with the in crowd. I do what the in crowd does. Okay, so anyway. Jingles got switched completely. Night to day, we had 2 days of diarrhea, all right? Only a food that a human would eat and mostly meat, okay? That's what the dog is designed to eat. The wolves, the coyotes. What do you call those hound things? They all know exactly what to eat. The wolf, the coyote, and all. They're not sick. No. My dog was sick because I was giving him the kibble and I was putting warm water in it. It looked like, woo, even smelled good. Guess what? It was killing him. I couldn't get him to get better. We went through 3-4 months and then he got better. I took him to the vet and he said, what are you doing? Jingle Bells look so much better. I said, I cut out all that shit that you have me feeding him. And he is eating steak and chicken and ground beef and ground lamb because I didn't want to cut all the meats up, so I got the ground. You're going to kill your dog? No, I'm not. You're going to kill my dog. And you know where the vets get trained today? I'll tell you exactly where they get trained. You know the Mars candy bar? They can't sell us enough chocolates. So they took all the profits that they're making and they opened up a dog food line. And not only that, they weren't satisfied to screw your dog and cat over. No, they had to go farther. They opened up the largest veterinarian school in the country. And guess what they teach them there? Eat the Purina dog food or whatever the name of the dog food that they have. Okay? And tell your customers that bring their dogs in that you have to feed them our dog food. They're poisoning the dog food through you and me. Just relax for a minute and think. How did God design the dog to eat? Maybe I should give him that. Remember 100 years ago when the first canned dog food came out? Before that, the dog ate the scraps off the table. At my grandmother's house, we would save all the meat scraps and the dog would get that. Then they came out with dog food in a can. It was called kennel ration. And it was leftover horse meat and beef. You could actually eat the kennel ration. Don't you dare eat the dog food today, because that is what they call commercial grade. Dead animals, stuff that you would never, you love your dog. I'm sure it's like part of the family. And if you knew what was in that food, you would never feed him that. But the picture on the bag, like blue something, oh my God, it looks like a meal I would sit down to. That's not what's in there. By law, they can put in animal grade food. You and I cannot eat animal grade food. It's poisonous. They take dead dogs, diseased dogs, decayed dogs. They boil it so it sterilizes it. They remove the bones. They make a mush out of it, and they bring it up to being to have the vitamins in that the dog needs, and that's what we're feeding our dogs. The Mars Candy Bar Company is leading the pack, like Monsanto is leading the pack on no GMO. Well, Monsanto is all GMO, okay? So what Monsanto and their friends do is they build in the pesticide into the feed for the animals and for the foods for us. They build the pesticides in so it saves the farmer from having to put pesticides down. That's what the problem with GMO, generically modified, what does the O stand for? Food. Okay. So that's why you've got such a big uprising. Non-GMO. Non-GMO means that the stuff that the farmer used doesn't have this stuff from Monsanto. That's what it means. But we eat it. And we're doing that to the dogs. Okay? So Scotty got me going. Scotty knows how to push my buttons. But Scotty, you stay away from my buttons. Okay? I'll come touch your buttons. Okay, rabbits like veggies. Only certain ones. You won't see a rabbit eat any vegetables that actually have seeds in them. The vegetables that have seeds in them, or fruits that have seeds in them, have things built into their skin to make the animals sick so they don't eat them. It's a protective system. The lion, the cattle, they don't have that protective system. Okay? And we kill them. They don't want to die, but we eat the meat, and it's not poisonous. It's actually healthy for us. And it is what the Bible, even communion is the body and the blood of Jesus. You're eating the body. There's nothing vegetarian about communion. Okay? It is carnivore. And if you're Jewish, lamb. Yes, thank you, please. Well, we're Greek. We eat lamb. Probably more than the Jews. Scotty says, Genesis the first time somebody's goose got cooked. Woody says, where's the pictures around the house per your title? Clickbait? Woody, you need to chill. Okay? Life is not 100% about cameras and pictures. So on the big channel, I do have to stay with cameras and pictures. But over here, no, I get to have a little pleasure. But I'm glad you brought it up. I want to show off my pictures. Okay, so let's see. Scotty's talking about the Windex. Okay, so Lewis says, oh, you recommend I get an ice cream machine instead? Okay, see, there's no resistance there. There is no resistance from you at all. Your belly and your butt, they want the ice cream machine. Okay, so you get the Ninja Creamy. Cream, the word cream with an I at the end. Okay, you're going to take the jars that you have to buy from them. You're going to put everything in there that you want to make ice cream in. Stir it all up, put the cap on, put it in the freezer. Tomorrow you take it out, you put it in the Ninja Creamy, and this big blade comes down like a helicopter and just churns it up into a single cup of most delicious ice. Now you make the recipe. If you put vegetables in there, you're going to get vegetable ice cream. So you're going to put in good stuff, okay? So look up the Ninja Creamy, C-R-E-A-M-I, bing, 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 bing. There's a lot of YouTube videos on that. I am drooling over that. Okay. So the ZV-E10 kit, which means with the kit, that's the one you get, honestly. Alrighty, so Norm is stuck on Canada. Norm is stuck on Canada. The CNE has a huge food building. Norm knows how to push my buttons. With dozens of food vendors from all over the world. Canada is safe and friendly, and Prime Minister Trudeau works in Parliament. You should visit us. Prime Minister Trudeau is garbage. I don't like the guy. I don't like Biden either. He's garbage too. So don't be thinking I'm picking on Canada. But the guy's like a little boy that needs a spanking. Seriously, slap that face. Kick him out of there. Put somebody with a brain up there. Same thing for us. So don't be thinking that, I'm not attacking you, Norm. But Canada needs not Canada, the government needs a kick in the butt. They should get one. Bob says, you passed over my message. I must have scared you. I didn't see it, but I'm bringing it now. Bob, I love you. Thank you for being here. Bob. Wait a minute. Wait. Bob, I love you. Thank you for coming into my show. Bob, I just am so glad when you come in and say hello. I look over that blue hair and the belly that you're building. It's your heart and your personality, Bob, that makes you so, so attractive. Bob, I love you being here. Bob, I thank you for saying hello. And I say a big I'm sorry for skipping your last message. I need to rhyme that though. Sometimes I crack myself up. Woody left. He went to bed. He wants to see pictures. Shane, how you doing, Shane? Or is it Sean? I keep saying his name wrong. I love him. I hugged him. He's been here, and I still slip out, and he laughs now. Thank God. Otherwise, he'd take out his knives, and I'd be dead. Catalyst is optimized for the Intel Macs. For real? Okay, it is so much faster on the older computers like our 27-inch iMac. Thank you, Shane. I got one of those. I have a 2017 i7 iMac. I'm going to time it. The M1 is so slow until they fix it from my tests. Now, they did have an upgrade, I think, a few months ago. And I think they said it was now for the Mac M1s, which means M2s. But if it's still running on Rosetta, by golly, you might have opened a little Windows. I'm going to try that. I promise. Hi, Shane. Love you, buddy. Welcome, Shane, to his new house. This is the first time he owns his own building, and he has moved in, and he is already building 2 different studios. One for In the Blues, which is this channel right here, which he does all his guitar and his playing on there. And then he's got another studio for geeky, nerdy, techie. So I'm not the only one with 2 studios in my house. I got the Christmas room, and then I got the kitchen. Shane probably has, and Shane's got the park. I got my backyard, but it doesn't compete with Shane's park. So Lewis says, oh, I have an Intel Mac. Wow, thanks In the Blues. And here is my buddy, Carlos. Carlos makes me all screwy with the time clock, but I love him so much. Catalyst Browse is a pain in the, you're not kidding, right there, but nothing beats it. But I'm going to time it on my Mac Mini M1, and I'm going to time it on my 2017 i7 Intel. And if he's right, whoa, Willie, I have learned something major here. Ray put out a video this week. As large as Mars might be outside of chocolate, I'm guessing it pales in comparison to Nestle's. Nestle's is not an American company. They're a Swedish company. But yeah, I'm not sure. Mars is quite big. It's amazing that people actually give money to Nestle for its bottled water. Oh, by the way, hi, Peter. By the way, I love you too, Ray. Ray is such an awesome guy. I love that guy to no end. I bet Ray and I could have a great argument. I bet we could have a great love fest. I bet we could have a great food. The only thing about Ray is he thinks he's an introvert, and he's not. He is so full of it, I mean character, okay, that it's just, he can't hide it. He can't help it. Then he gets on, and he thinks he's being all smug and hiding from the world, and all I do is I see a shining, stunning, fantastic guy trying to hide the fact that he is incredibly friendly, has a compassionate, kind heart. Oh yeah, he'll tell you, I don't like people. I don't like mixing with people. I don't like to smile. They're all lies. He's lying to himself. He's one of the sweetest guys on the planet. But shh, don't tell him. Let him live in his little cocoon. As long as we get to keep him, I'm keeping Ray. I'm keeping him. He's mine, okay? So here's Sly. Hi, Sly. Happy Friday, Peter and everyone. Well, Sly, I need to tell you, you won the battle. We're going, you guys are not going to know what we're talking about. We're going with the ring around the outside and then painting to the corners. So we had a really nice heated argument for hours. And I said, Sly says this and Sly says that. And my other brother, who's Sly? Who's this Sly? I said, Sly in the Family Stone. He's my buddy. And really? So I said, no, she's a professional. And this is, she said, there's not enough paint on there to begin with. So Greg says, you know, she's right. Doesn't look like there's enough paint on there. I said, well, we didn't have any more. I wonder why. I wonder why we didn't have more paint. We didn't. That's all I could say. But you won. We're going with the metal all the way around, all four sides. And then I got these clips from Home Depot that it's a ring like that, and then it's got a screw hole, and it's basically designed to hold foam board down. Okay, but it's going to hold the wiring down, okay? So a bag of 250 clips. And then when the guy comes, we're getting 2 containers of just plain old the $119 elastomeric. So I'm going to tell him I don't want you using a damn brush around there. I want you to pour it. I want it to go into every hole I got. Talking about the roof, guys. I don't want paint in my holes here, okay? So Sly helped walk me through that. Sly is saying hi to Raymond. Lewis is saying hi to Sly. Sly is saying hi to Lewis, saying hi to Sly and to Raymond. Sly is saying hi to Lewis. Oh, I'm so confused. I need a candy bar. Where is the Mars Company when I need them? So Shane says, oh, cool. Hopefully it's been updated. It was Rosetta last time. You could be. I'm going to test it. Don't try to talk me out of it. Don't try to back me down. I'm yielding to you. I am saying Shane knows best. Shane knows more than I do, and I'm going to test it because I have a computer sitting right over there. And it is 2017 iMac i7, and it's spoofed up. It was $3,800 back in 2017. Now it's worth like $75. God. Apple knows how to milk you. Funny Fest is here. How you doing, Funny Fest? Hi, Peter. I just sat down for the night and saw you were on. Woo-hoo-hoo. Which lenses can you use an adapter to use on the S2 5, okay? Or which ones cannot be adapted? Okay. If you want them to work fully automatic, as good as if you went to Panasonic and said, I'm going to put some money on the table and I'm going to buy one of your Panasonic lenses. And Sigma comes in and says, hold the boat. We made an adapter for you. We made this adapter. Sigma is part of the consortium, the club, the brotherhood, bosom buddies. They know all the way down inside of Panasonic's underwear. And Sigma knows inside of Leica's underwear. And Leica knows inside of Panasonic. And Sigma knows inside of Panasonic. So what I'm trying to say is a Sigma lens that's native for the Leica L mount will work excellent. Like I got my eyes and my heart set on a Sigma 16 to 28 f2.8 Sigma L mount lens for this Panasonic. So I can go all around and take pictures with this camera. Okay. So if you get this adapter, getting serious for a moment because I've been silly the whole night. Okay, if you get this adapter, it's designed for Canon EF lenses. So I have a Canon EF lens on there right now. My 50 millimeter works perfectly on this. My 24 millimeter EF mount, which is made by Sigma, works perfect on this. My 10 to 18 zoom, which is an AFS, a crop sensor, works perfect on this. The 50 millimeter 50-50 works perfect on this. So any of the EF or most of the EF lenses, okay, I'm sure if you hunt, you can find one that don't work. But the majority of the ones that most people use, so you don't have to go out and you buy that adapter, and you don't have to go out and buy a new lens line. I just checked to make sure I turn the reverb off while I'm singing, or I'm going to sound like I'm in a hall all night long. So, yeah, you can get that. If you can remember, and it'll do a body good, use my links if you buy the adapter, any lenses or anything, and use it from Adorama. They're doing 10-to-1 ratio over my B&H links. And I don't understand. I thought B&H was the big guy on the block. But it's Adorama that's getting the biggest feedback, which shocks me. And I have bought from Adorama. And it's just as easy and seamless as B&H. So B&H pays 1 to 2%. So if you buy something for $100, I get a commission of 1 to 2%. So you need to know this because a lot of you guys are also content creators. All right. So if you get an affiliate thing with Adorama, they pay 6 to 12%. So on $100, I'll get $6 instead of $1. Don't think that I ain't heading for Chick-fil-A. It's much better. So use my links. Use my Adorama links first. Unless you got something against them, then use the B&H links. And then if not them, use the Amazon links. But that'll put, first it'll put a commission in my pocket. And second, they do find out who is sending people to them. So if I say to somebody I need something or this or that, they look to see if I'm worth anything to them or not. Okay, so that's why you use my links just to go shopping, just to go looking around at Adorama. Use my freaking links, please. All right, go read the comments, and it'll track you for 12 hours. So click on my link and then go rummaging around. So Shane says it's at least twice as fast on my Intel Max as my M1 Max. You can bet your bippy I'm testing because I like to use the E10 a lot more, okay, because it's such a light camera. This is a la Sly. She likes light cameras. Well, when I walk around with the different cameras and hold them up and face them at me, let me tell you something. That E10 with the little kit lens, I have no complaints. It's not going to win any contests, but you know what? If I wanted to do some walkarounds and talk to you guys, that's so easy and so light. So, but it makes it look like I got a $10,000 gimbal because it comes out so good. Peter, what do you do when you want to practice gratitude? Thank you, Jesus, for no toothache today. Thank you that I went to the bathroom today. There's no pain in my gut today. I don't have gas today. Be thankful for little things that you never thought. Thank you that my grandma's still here with me. Thank you that I could go see her and make her smile. Nobody else is going to do that. Thank you for my sister. Just start thanking God for stuff. Just stuff. Thank you, God, for the food. Okay? So just be thankful. It changes your whole insides and outside when you practice gratitude. It's a secret. It's in the Bible. It's not secret. Okay? But people focus on the negative. It releases stuff that goes in your blood. It poisons your mind when you're on the negative. When you're sad and depressed and you're crying, you're pouring poisons into your bloodstream. When you say, thank you, Lord, or if you're a Buddha kind of guy, thank you, Buddha. Not going to get you anywhere, but I respect your own religion, okay? Have an attitude of gratitude. It will pour stuff into your bloodstream that'll make you happy and smile. Actually, I did that today. Maybe that's why I'm so bouncy tonight. Gosh, I didn't even put one and one together, Louis. Thank you. So there we go. Carlos, Motivated Minds. How do we have healthy discourse? My buddy came down from Canada and made fun of our Bill of Rights. You just got to laugh at it because each person's going to root for their country. Okay? And a lot of people like to bash America. But even certain political parties want to make it a crime or make you feel bad for standing up for your country. Tell them to go, give me a good word, somebody. Tell them to go, every word I'm thinking is bad. Right in the butt, okay? You stand up for your country. Be grateful for your country. Louis, be grateful for Canada. Be grateful for your government, your police force. Be grateful for the city that you live in and all the services that it provides. There's good things to do also. I'm grateful. I don't like our president. I don't think he's worth the shoes that he walks in. But thank you, Jesus, we have a president. If you can straighten his ASS out, I pray for him. But meanwhile, I'm grateful. Okay? Nobody said that my prayers have to be political. Just be grateful to God. Now, if you don't believe in God, you got a problem. Because at the end of your life, you're going to face him. Do it now. Don't wait till the end. Oh, but I don't believe in God. Okay, I respect that. You're going to have a little bit of a problem a little bit later on. But, we have the right to make our own choices. And that brings me... So just laugh with him. And every once in a while, Carlos, put in a little zinger like I did with Norm. That little boy that you have sitting up there, Trudeau, he looks like a boy, he acts like a boy, he cries like a boy. He can't get anything straight. But that's only my opinion. I got a feeling Norm has a different opinion. And he's got every right to his opinion as I have for mine. Okay? So that's why I'll respect Norm's opinion. I love Norm. I don't love his politics maybe, or maybe I do, but I love Norm, the man. I love him. I want him to be here. He gives me joy. He's got a quick wit. Bam! Okay? So Raymond is saying hi to Louis, hi to Sly, hi to everybody. Here's Ray's. He's convinced himself, but he's lying to himself. I'm an introvert, but I did admit in my recent video that I do need some human contact. You come here, big boy. I'll hug the crap out of you. You're going to get off me. I'm going to just hug you to no end. Look up on Google how many hugs a day you need just to be normal. You're going to be surprised. I'm not going to give you my interpretation. Look up on Google. How many hugs do I need a day just to be normal? Never mind get into the positive category. And you're going to be surprised. So Funny says, so you cannot adapt Sony or Nikon on the S5. I know you cannot adapt Sony lenses because the flange difference is in the wrong direction. You'd have to go in so far, you'd be touching the sensor. So there is no adapter for Sony, because I have Sony lenses, to the S5 Mark II. But that's the bad news. So the good news is some of the EF lenses are really cheap. So before you cry the blues, you might look at getting the adapter and maybe 2 or 3 Canon lenses, EF, used even, okay, just to get you going before you spend $800, $900, $2,000 on the lens. So I'm not sure about Nikon. So Sly says, Raymond, you put out a video? I must go find it. Be right back. Yeah, he put out a video, and you'll see him sneak in a smile. That boy has got love in his heart. I'm an introvert. I don't like people. Oh, give it a break. If I had Raymond here, I'd get a hold of him. I'd hug him. I'd drag him over to the Dairy Queen, and we would go have some ice cream. And he'd go, I've got to get away from Peter Gregg. He's making me happy. I don't want to be happy. But I love Ray. What can I tell you? I'm not giving him away. I'm keeping him. Okay, so at least yet. So if they solve the flange problem, then you'll see some lenses come in. So in the meantime, you can look at Sigma lenses. Like the one that I like is a Sigma brand, Leica L mount, 16 to 28 2.8 lens. It's small-ish and light-ish. I don't think it would pass Sly's test, but it's lighter than everything else I got. Okay. So Funny says, I use Final Cut Pro and stabilizing is twice as fast and more sometimes. And they do a pretty decent job. Okay. But it's Catalyst Browse beats the crap out of all of them. We all have some degree of negative bias. No kidding. Not you, me. Okay. Gratitude lists multiple times a week are extremely helpful. And this is coming from a professional licensed counselor, therapist. Good advice. Get into a depression, go into a gratitude mode. It won't feel good. It'll feel counterproductive, but it'll help you walk your way out of that depression. So Sly is saying, Ray, that was great. Makes me want to visit San Francisco. I'm sorry you broke your camera. Ray broke his camera. Oh my God. I felt so bad when I saw the camera went down and it broke. And this is not the second camera. This is his, what do they call that in the football, the leading line? The first line, first string camera. Okay. I felt so bad. And that seal look huggable. Thanks for watching, Sly. Ray says, Daniel, how you doing, Danny? Hi, Peter. Curious if you had audio issues plugging the mics directly into the S5 II with the sound record gain level is set to low. Let me think about it. No, but I do set them manually. And I guess I would, you know what the good part of something like that is, Daniel, is you need to test and then pull it into Final Cut Pro and see if it meets your needs. Now, I'm not deflecting. I'm saying that sometimes it's going to be so low, you're not going to be satisfied with the levels. So you will have learned a lesson. If I plug my mic into my camera, my levels are too low. So low won't work for me. Now that's a test you can do in the privacy of your own home, even in just your underwear. Okay? So then you'll know which one. So you want it to be kind of in the middle. So it gives you a little buffer. So if you go like I do, hey, how you doing? You don't blow the meters out. Okay? Because my voice is kind of rambunctious. All right? So that brings us down to Daniel. Thank you for being here, Daniel. I love you, buddy. I appreciate you and all that good stuff. And I am not always like this. If you don't watch my other channels, I am much more serious and business-like on my big channels, okay? This is where I have a good time channel. So people that don't like that, I'm going to have a good time. It's Friday night. You spend your time with your best buddies, your best girlfriend, your best family on Friday and Saturday night. That's what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. Peter, I saw your video on the A7C II. That's a sneak one. I hope there is some improvement to that stabilization. I don't believe so. I didn't realize how bad it was. It's terrible on the original until breaking it forced me to use the A6600. Now, if you have any video from your A7C that you have, because I know your camera was the A7C, try Catalyst Browse. It's going to pain you the amount of time, okay? But look and see how good of a job it does. Because it records every little jitter. And then the software counteracts it. Kind of like, what do they have in the car when they make the noise so it's not loud and they use the speakers? I forgot what it's called. Noise deadening, I think. Okay? So they're doing vibration deadening by counteracting your movement. So if you hold the camera and you go like this, it's going to counteract it the other way, and it's all scientific. It's not looking or examining the video to see which way you shook. It's going to look at the gyro data, which tells it clearly that Ray shook like that. So what's Catalyst Browse going to do? It's going to shake the opposite way and counterbalance it. So let's make Woody happy, and let's go look at some of my pictures. Okay? So let's go to the desktop. In the tulips. Ba-da-da-bum. Okay, here's my desktop. So my first question is, can you see it? Yes, you can. Is my microphone on? Yes, it is. Oh my God, Peter, you're so good. Okay, so now what I did here is I took some pictures just walking around the house. So don't be expecting some prize winners here, guys. I put on the bottom my shutter speed, the f-stop, the ISO, the make and model of the lens, and what camera it is, okay? So the camera is going to be the Panasonic S5. I grabbed the S5, I took it off the tripod, and I walked all the way around. So when it says f1.8, that means it's the 85 millimeter 1.8 Canon EF lens. So funny, if you want to see how the Canon lenses are, I'm pretty sure these are all Canon lenses. I'm not 100% sure, but pretty sure, okay? So this is a picture right off of the Christmas tree of an ornament, all right? So now we'll go down. This is a picture of the clock that I have right here on the piano. So this is the same 85 millimeter lens at the 1.8, and it's set at 1.8, and the camera took it to ISO 1600. And these are shot in RAW, not in JPEG. I didn't do very much to these, but I can't promise you they're straight out of the camera. I automatically have a knee-jerk reaction. Oh, I'll bring that up or I'll bring it down when I'm in RAW. It's just part of it. Okay? So I don't know why I took two in a row. Just enjoy them. All right, so now I went right up to the tree. The room lights are out. We're at ISO 2500. Same lens. Okay, so this is in the other Christmas room, which is not really set up anymore, but there's a Santa in there. And what's the ISO here, guys? Okay, f-stop is 1.8, but with only the Christmas tree lights, the camera took it up to 10,000. So this camera has dual ISO. So when it hits 4,000, it's like as clean as when you're down at ISO 200, 400. So if you're going to shoot at ISO 3200, you're better off going to ISO 4000 because ISO 3200 will be dirty and ISO 4000 will be very clean. So now this is no noise reduction, okay? I don't think I did much of a change here either. So this is a bowl of balls. You guys don't know where your balls are? They're right here in my bowl. So this is ISO 10,000 again. Shutter speed is 100. So I might have artificially set the shutter to be higher so I can get a cleaner image. And figuring from ISO 4000 to ISO 10,000, there's not going to be a whole lot of handicap. I didn't see anything, I guess, at ISO 12,600 as anything that was objectionable, even for professional use. Okay, so again, this is low light. There's a little light on the wall. We're at ISO 6400, f1.8. This is outside in the yard. Okay, and you can tell because the shutter is 1/250th and ISO is 100. I'm still at the 85 millimeter. So this is a picture of a weed. See how original I am? I am taking a picture of a weed right here, and I have brought it to you live for you to enjoy my weed. Okay? What can I tell you? I am Mr. Creative himself. And we got another shot of the weed. Okay, so I upped the shutter to 1/640. I wanted to see if it made a difference when I zoomed it in. It didn't. Don't forget, you got image stabilization in this camera. So now we are at a very slow shutter speed, 1/60th. Okay, and there's something else that I did here. I changed the lens. So I put the 50 millimeter L lens, the Canon L lens. Funny Fest. This is the Canon 50 millimeter 1.2 L lens on the Sigma adapter. So even outside, it was an overcast day, and it brought it to ISO 1250. So we're still at f1.2, and this is, I'm not telling you what this is. This is the sidewalk in the front, okay? This is my tree. I've had so many of you want to know, Peter, what does your tree look like? We'd like to see it. So I took a picture of the tree at f1.2 with the 50mm L lens with the Panasonic S5 Mark II at f1.2. If you have a 1.2 lens, unless you're shooting people, why are you shooting any other f-stop? And here's the tree from another angle. Okay, this is the bark coming off. I guess I must have cut this part off once, and now it's growing barnacles. So it kind of looks like I put the camera in A mode, because everything can't really be in f1.2 outside. So it's basically, I'm letting it pick the shutter speed and the ISO. I just want the dang pictures to be at f1.2. So, and I had no hiccups, no negatives in pictures, which I'm showing you now, or in video with the Canon lens on the Panasonic camera. So that should be music to your ears. Okay, so this is 1.2. These are dandelions. These are garbage. They're supposed to be not there. Okay, they're growing in the grass amongst the weeds. But it kind of made a good contrast. Okay, so that's my brother's car, and that's the headlight. So what I'm trying to show here to myself is the depth of field. Okay, can you see over here? You can see me taking the picture in this chrome right there. That's me taking a picture. Okay, so that's what the f1.2 lens is going to do. It's going to make a background out of anything. That's another part of the lens. So there's this weed growing straight up out of a rock. I mean, it's got no soil. It's nothing. It's amazing what God will make grow out of any place. Okay, so that was the tree with the bark. And what do we got here? The 50L 1.2 aperture. The shutter is automatic and the ISO is automatic. This is the root on the ground of the tree. Wow, Peter, you're so creative. Oh, shut up. Give me a break. But I thought it was a good contrast or an experiment in exercise in parallels and a ring. I don't know what else to say. That's our gray sky, still f1.2. So now look at, and the shutter is 1/4000th of a second. ISO is 100. So this is the palm trees. I pointed the camera up. Okay, so that's what the camera was up. Woody, there is no animals in here that I know of. So, okay, so this is the neighbor's house. It looked a little lush. Okay, so this is the kind of picture I would probably play with to change and make the lighting funky. Okay, so this is a little bit of a depth of field practice. I got something close, I got something far, and I got flowers in the middle. And then this is another viewpoint of the same thing. This is not a real plant, this is a poinsettia, so this is artificial. Okay, so this is this is available light again. So, and this is with the camera set to not warm. So it's making the picture how it would look if it was natural lighting. You don't see warmth in here. And this is 1/25th of a second at ISO 4000. So examine this one if you go back. Look for any noise. This is the first of the second level of the ISO. So this is like a brand fresh new ISO. ISO 4000. So I'm guessing I must have set the ISO here for 4000. And I'm letting the camera handle the shutter speed and the f-stop just by looking at the results. That's what I looked like when I was 23, 24 years old. Maybe younger, maybe 22 or 21. My mother had that in her bathroom, so I took a picture of the picture. Okay. I was so handsome, right? Gosh, no humility here. Okay, so this is me above, shooting straight down. I'm ISO 4000, f1.6, so there's not a lot of light here. So if you know the settings, you can kind of know if you're good what the ambient light is. So again, Ambient, it's 1/4000. I'm sorry, 4000 ISO, 1320 shutter speed. These seem to be all with the L lens. Okay, 4000, 1.6. So this has got very, very little light. I don't know why I took these. There was something appealing about them. I'm looking at this picture, and it makes me think of that commercial, and I'm thinking of that first one is just going to go ring-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling, like in the commercial, where the Hershey's Kisses act like they're... And that's my... what are they? Pistachios. These are my pistachios. And that's the jar behind it. That's the kitchen. This is so artistic, guys. I don't know how you could stand it. But this is f1.6, which still will give you a heck of a background blur. That's what this lens does. It gives you a background any place you want. And that is the last picture. That's with me walking around the house. Nope, I'm not like Raymond. You got no underwear pictures. You got nothing that I shouldn't be showing. I actually was a very good boy. You should be very proud of me. And now I brought me back. I'm back. I am back. Okay, so wait. I have to go back. Always grateful. Okay, Ray is talking about his broken cameras. I should clarify I didn't break the A7C body. Thankfully, I only broke the 24-104 lens. Oh, so the camera survived. Cool. I'm happy with that. The body was 1800 and the lens was 1200, so I can live. Now, you don't want either, but I'm glad. Did you look it over really good? Because you don't want it to misalign. Well, if you have any other lens, you could put it on there. So, Charles says a really quick hello to everybody from South Florida. South Beach. Sioux Beach restaurant. Somebody's eating. Sly said that you said you're moving to Miami. So you called your channel Orlando News. You have all the parks up there, and you're going to move to dull and boring Miami? I'm not so sure. I'm happy with that choice. I would rather have one of 10 parks I could go to today than come to Miami, where there's a lot of water and sand. And you got Vizcaya, you got the Everglades. Oh, but all those parks, you could sit in any of the parks. You get cooler weather. But Sly said, you said you're moving to Miami. What's going to happen to your house up there? And Orlando costs more. I'm sorry, Miami costs more. So, hi, Charles. Lewis is saying hi to Charles. And Louis Lazuka said, okay, I will look for the E10 for my birthday. Gift to me. Amen. Praise the Lord. Highly sanctioned, and you're going to like that camera. The 10,000 ISO on the Santa figure almost makes it look like what it was shot on film. I think it's actually a little better, Ray. I really do. So young Peter is like Bob Ross with straighter hair. I don't know what Bob Ross looks like, so I hope it's a compliment and it's not some ugly son of a... So Woody is... I think he's trying to give me a compliment, or he's giving me a cut. Peter, you take the same kind of photos around the house as I do when doing tests. It's a cut. His pictures are better than mine. I just stayed at home. I didn't go out. So, and you guys have to suffer. Here, let me show you pictures of my grandkids. You look incredible, like a model, Peter. Oh, you're making me blush. Oh, my kisses. Yeah, I look at that picture. I'd like to take one like that to put it on the wall. Honestly, I love chocolate. I love chocolate. Okay, so Charles saying hi to Lewis. Lewis saying hi to Charles. If you lock in your camera settings, you could do some interesting stop motion animations. Charles talking to Lewis. Charles says, I went to the palace today to see the famous drag queen show. Seriously? Oh my, I don't even know where that is. Well, I showed you my pictures. I sang you a song. I said hi to all my friends that I love. And I have completed successfully another Friday night. Now we're going to toss this right over to Sly, and she's going to take over within a matter of minutes on her channel. So you be looking for Sly Reader, and she will be in there, and I will get there after I go potty and maybe eat something, and who knows, you know, but I will mosey over. You know who didn't come in tonight? My Brisbane buddy, Jeff Roy didn't come in, but Shane came. Shane is the king of Australia. Okay. So that much concludes the show. Thank you guys for letting me enjoy myself. I know this was silly. I am sorry. I needed a good day because we've been fixing the roof. There's holes in our roof. Sometimes the people are not friendly. This guy that was working wanted to be friendly. He didn't know how. Okay? And all he wanted to talk about mostly was the value of his work. And I interpreted it like I felt like he felt I was cheating him. I wasn't even paying him. My brother was paying him. I was just trying to be friendly. Okay? So he fixed the electrical and he said, well, how much do you think that's worth? And I don't know. Everything was, but he was a really nice guy. He needs to be open up and trust people a little bit. Everyone is not out to screw him. Now, he is a handyman, so I'm guessing people are out to screw him. Oh, while you're here, can you fix my microphone? Oh, while you're here, can you tune my guitar? Oh, and I want it all for free. I don't want to pay you any extra. Okay, so I can understand where he probably got beat up like that. And I feel sorry for the guy. He was a good-looking young guy, had a really nice personality, but he went to extremes to try to hide. Okay? And I just finally had to just leave him alone. It was good because it let him get his work done. So Woody said it's a positive comment. Oh, thank you, Woody. Coming from you, that makes me happy. Dear Lord, I'm grateful for Woody's positive comment. There you go. I was just grateful for Woody. Woody is such an awesome guy. God is God. Sorry, Woody. Thank you, everybody, says Lewis. Thank you for the birthday wishes, says Lewis. Lewis, I love you, love you, love you. All right, let me close and button this one down. And I'm going to go do... Don't tell anybody. Then I'm going to eat. And I got to come over and say hi to Sly. So you guys go over there, all right? Give her a little boost. She's the bag lady, and I mean that in the nicest way. I can't sit here and talk to you about bags. I mean, for an hour. Seriously, but she can. And you know what? Bags are critical. If I'm going to go here, like tomorrow night, going to go to my brother's for dinner, I want to bring this camera, the one that you're looking at now. And I'd like to bring an extra lens, but what am I going to do? Stuff it in my pocket, hold it in my hand. So the bags are actually critical. So she's going to make me want a bag. Yes. Funny says, Bob Ross the painter. I know he's a painter. I just don't know very much about him. I was never into, you put the painter here and you twinkle it there and then so on and so forth. But that's not true. I actually bought a painting like that from a guy named Chris Kempter. The boy, I don't know him personally. I never even spoke to him. I've known him from an 8 or 10-year-old boy. And now he's a 24-year-old man and married. The talent in that guy's little finger is more than everybody that I know, including you, combined. He is just talented by God. He could paint a picture that looks like it was somebody that paints for a gazillion years. And that's only his hobby. He plays the violin that'll knock your socks off. He sings incredible. I'm in love with the guy. Thank God he's in another state. If I was gay and he wasn't married, we'd have a problem. That's a joke. All right, guys. It is now 2 minutes before Sly. So I am going to go and enjoy the rest of my, what day is this? Friday. And then, God willing, if the bridge isn't up and God is willing, I will see you next Friday. All right, see you guys. I love you. Thank you for being here. Bye, bye. Bye, 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 bye. I'm saying bye, bye.